Pig farming is not just about raising pigs, it's about raising them right. Have you ever heard of farmers struggling with slow growth, diseases, or even huge financial losses? That is the difference between success and failure in pig farm. It comes down to the best practices. Today, we're diving into top strategies that makes pig farms more efficient, more profitable, and easier to manage. If you want to run a farm that is productive, sustainable, and that will yield you results at the end of the day, it's important that you stick with me. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel. This is GAC Podcast, and this is our pig farming series. So I'm calling out to all pig farmers, all enthusiasts of the pig farming subsector. Gather here and let's gain knowledge together. Subscribe, turn on the notification bell to stay tuned throughout the series. Hit on the like button. That is another one I wanted to say. So thank you very much. Let's get started. We're going to break this down into 5 key best practices that every farmer should follow. If you're a pig farm, follow these 5 key best practices. 1 is choosing the pigs right. Choose your pigs right based on your market demand. I always say your market demand because you're not selling to yourself. Now, not all pigs are the same. Some grow fast, some produce better meat, some require more care, while some can thrive in very bizarre conditions. It doesn't mean that you go and stress them because they are going to also die at the end of the day. If you say something can manage this environment effectively, does not mean that you're not going to choke it with that bad environment. Yes. So if you want to know which pigs thrive in the environment they do well to check up the episode on this series. I'm going to try to drop the link in the description or the comment, so check it out and you're going to see it. Now, if you're raising pigs for lean meat and fast growth, breeds like the landrace is actually a good choice. Okay, so other pigs that actually have characteristics are discussed in the previous episode, so I'll drop the link like I said before so you can check it out. That will give you a detailed description of that. Now, if you're looking for high quality marbled meat, the Berkshire pigs are your top pick. Now, choosing the right breed based on your farming goals and demand is the first step forward towards success. Choose right. When you're getting into marriage, they'll tell you marry right, because you know that marriage, if you marry wrong, is wahala. That is it. So if you want to start a pig farm, same way, if you choose wrong, if your environment requires the ones that are that have the marble meat or the heavy muscle meat, and you go and be choosing the one that does not grow fast, now you know. Okay, so like I said before, if you want to know more about this, I discussed extensively about it in the previous episode, so you can actually get that on the comments on description. Top 2 is proper housing and space management. Now, pigs need space. They need fresh air and proper drainage to stay healthy. When you overcrowd your pigs, it leads to stress, slower growth, and they fight a lot. So you actually have them getting themselves injured. And a good rule is to give each pig at least 8 to 10 square feet of space. If you are having a space, try to do your mathematics and know the amount of pigs that should be there. Also, make sure that their housing has proper ventilation. That is very important to prevent respiratory diseases. And a clean and comfortable pig will actually grow fast. So just do your part and let them do their own part, because yes, they are going to if you do your part. So number 3 we're discussing is balanced nutrition for faster growth. Balanced nutrition. A balanced 2 kg feed is better than an unbalanced 10 kg feed. Yes, you heard me right. Now, we often hear this saying that you are what you eat, and the same goes for pigs. The right diet will lead to faster growth and better meat quality. A good pig diet includes the following. It's important that you pay attention to this, or better still, get a jotter. Actually pen this down. Number 1, protein-rich feed. Protein-rich feed. Protein actually helps for muscle growth and you know that we are dealing with muscular things and meat, so it's important that you focus on that aspect. Give them good protein. Now, what are the protein sources that we can find? We have soybean meal, we have fish meal, and many more. Number two is energy sources. Energy sources are the corn, the wheat, and this is efficient for weight gain. Yes, you are selling pigs, you are selling weight, you are selling muscles. Now, top three is minerals and vitamins. Minerals actually help for strong bones and immunity. That is why when your piglets are born, you inject them with iron. Iron is a mineral. Phosphorus is a mineral. Calcium is a mineral. Pigs will generate lots of weight on their body, and if they don't have calcium in their bone or irons, they won't be able to carry them. That is why you have them paralyzed most of the time. And they require it. They require iron. Okay? They require phosphorus, they require calcium, and many more minerals, right? And it's important that you remember that clean water is just as important as food. In the classes of food, water is included. So water, when we're talking about food, ensure to add water. A dehydrated pig will not grow properly. So give them enough clean water. Number four is disease prevention and health management. Nothing destroys a pig farm faster than disease outbreak. I said I was going to come to a discussion the last time, and let me just tell you this little story. So while I was actually in my agricultural school, we had this issue where we got a semen from a pig outside from another farm, and we used it to inseminate our own pig. We did the first one first and it failed. Did the second one and it was effective. We don't even know if it was effective. We actually noted that it failed. Then later on, the pig was found pregnant. But before the pig was found pregnant, we took our large white, right, and we used him, the buck, to actually mate that one again. So we don't know if it was the semen we inseminated that got it pregnant or the male that we used to mount it. Obviously, it would be ours because the calculated time when it farrowed was actually after ours mounted or during the period where ours mounted it. But something now happened. We started experiencing disease outbreak on the farm. Now, this was not even, it didn't even start from that first one. It didn't start from the first pig that we inseminated. It started from the male that we used to mount it. It started from the male that was used to mount it. From that male, and the male was also used to mount many other females there within that period, and all those females were now having stillbirth. So they would give birth before time, and their piglets would die. Even the one that had 14 piglets, they all died. The land race that was used to mate it. So we ended up losing all the whole pigs on that farm to this very disease that we thought it was African swine fever. But after the whole thing, we didn't know if it was, if it wasn't. We actually were just treating and running helter-skelter until everything was gone. And the pig pen was left to fallow for months before restocking. And we had to do lots of renovations, replastering, cleaning, sanitizing before we are able to put another pigs there. That is, I just wanted to let you know how painful it will be if you let a mistake actually cost you everything. We lost those pigs and we started selling out at very, very silly prices. Very, very silly prices. Something that we would not price those pigs for. We had to price them for that because we would not want to lose everything without getting a penny. And it everybody was in, even we as a student felt it. We felt the whole thing. That is to tell you that subsector, it was a school. We had lots of other things. We had chickens in thousands, right? We had rabbits. We had cattle. We had hectares of maize, hectares of cassava. But you see that pig farm. When issues started happening on it, everybody in the school felt it. No matter how much you have, no matter how much that you think you have, you would not want to lose your pigs. The pain of losing pigs, knowing how much they are worth these days, and if you now have a disease out of mismanagement or out of carelessness, you introduce a disease into your farm, it can claim every single thing you've worked for on that farm. And it's not like pigs grow and breed like rabbits. They take time to grow. And imagine after your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years of trying to put this thing together and you end up losing them all and selling them at very, very silly prices. That is if you even get to sell them. So disease prevention and health management is something I want you to take into consideration. If you have one single infected pig, it can spread illness to the whole farm. The reason is because you are using the same, you are the one attending to all of them. You cannot attend to one and take off your clothes to attend to the other. Your boots, you cannot finish attending to one and you wash your boots and attend to the other. Now, in cases where you already have an infected pig and it's already separated, attend to that pig last. Attend to the healthy ones first. Once you get to the farm, go and attend to the healthy ones. Once you're done with the healthy ones, the one you attend to before you wash off everything should be the last one, right? So that is actually the way that is gone. So to prevent disease outbreak and spread, ensure to vaccinate your pigs on schedule. Have a schedule for your vaccination. Let it be written down. Don't say I'm going to remember. You're not going to remember. Pen it down. That is why you have your farm diary or your record book. Now, keep their living space clean and dry. It's very important. Diseases and bacteria will breed in wet, moist environment faster. So it's important that you keep where they are clean and dry. Separate sick pigs immediately to prevent the spread of diseases. And observe their behavior daily. If your pig is not eating, is coughing, or is looking weak, it's important that you act fast. A healthy pig grows faster and will sell more. In fact, if you go to the market and you see something that is healthy and that is agile, you want to buy it over the one that is sluggish. So prevention is always cheaper than treatment. Smart selling strategies for more profit. How do you sell your pigs smarter and make more money? There is a very simple rule I use, so I'm going to actually share that with you. Now, raising pigs is one part of the business, but when you sell them the right way, you're going to make more money. 3 smart selling strategies I want to tell you today. Sell pigs when the market price is high. Yes, some people will say you are hoarding it. You're not hoarding it. It's your product and you decide when to sell. So sell when the prices are high in the market. Don't sell when the market is flooded with pig, when everybody else is selling. It will draw the price down. So sell when the prices is high. That is when you have less supply but higher demand. Consider value addition. In most cases, when you decide to sell processed pork or packaged meat, you earn more than selling live pigs. If you decide to sell in kilogram, probably you have a cold room or a cold room store, or you are affiliating with some cold rooms that request for packaged pork already, that all you have to do is to butcher, seal them and take them there, and decide to sell them in kilograms. You will end up making more money than when you sell live pigs. So build relationship with butchers, hotels and processors. When you have a reliable buyer, it means that you are not going to get stuck with unsold pigs. And there is nothing more painful aside disease outbreak. There's also nothing more painful than having your pigs get mature and then you don't get market to sell them. So layers, network, talk to people, make friends. Okay, now successful pig farming is about strategy, not just about putting pigs there and raising them. Choosing the right pig, selling smart, every step counts. Next, on the episode, or on the series, we're going to tackle the biggest challenges in pig farming. I'm sure you will not want to miss that, and how you are going to overcome them. If you are thinking of starting a pig farm, don't miss it for anything. Stay tuned by subscribing to the channel. Hit on the notification bell to know when we are dropping the next episode, which is Challenges and Innovations in Pig Farm. Thank you so much. This is GAC Podcast on the Pig Farming Series. I am your boy, Joshua Salvation. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share. And this I say, bye.